That's a motherfucking no-no. It's just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady. We gon' handle our business. Handle our business. Handle our business. Get the fuck up out your feelings. Handle our business. Handle our business. Handle our business. Get the fuck up out your feelings. Just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady.
Give a fuck about a hater, nigga. Wish you well. Got the chopper in my lap, it ain't for sure.
That's a motherfucking no-no. It's just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady. We gon' handle our business. Handle our business. Handle our business. Get the fuck up out your feelings. Handle our business. Handle our business. Handle our business. Get the fuck up out your feelings. Just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger fingers. That's a motherfucking no-no. It's just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady. We gon' handle our business. Handle our business. Handle our business. Get the fuck up out your feelings. Handle our business. Handle our business. Handle our business. Get the fuck up out your feelings. Just another episode. Get your popcorn ready. We let the chopper explode. Hold the trigger finger steady.
Give a fuck about a hater, nigga. Wish you well. Got the chopper in my lap, it ain't for sure.
Yo, what up? I'm your host, Triple Bean. You just stepped into another episode. Welcome to the crib right here on YouTube. Get ready to immerse yourself in these topics, man. We're talking about the NFL like never before. Hard-hitting analysis, uncovering some of the upcoming events in the past week and what we got to look forward to in the league. Also, we're going to talk about some other things, some other topics. So we're just going to sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Here we go. First up. I don't know what that noise was, bro. What is all that? First up, my people. My youngins, my OGs, Saints running back Alvin Kamara gets suspended for 3 games for that fight that happened in Vegas. Reports say him and his buddies attacked some random dude on an elevator in Las Vegas. People thought he would have got more than 3 games, but if you're a Saints fan, that is actually some good news for you Saints fans. First 3 games. Okay, he only got 3 games. He only got 3 games for the brawl. They say some of his buddies, they jumped on a random dude in the elevator in Vegas. Good news for the Saints fans, because you got to look at it. First 3 games, you got the Titans, Panthers, and the Packers game. Both of those games, all 3 of those games, could be winnable. You know what I'm saying? When you look at what the Saints got, and you look at the matchups they got with Kamara out on the bench, suspended. I don't know if they allow him to come to the game. I don't know. But he got 3 games. Everybody was thinking maybe 4, maybe 5 game suspension for Alvin Kamara. So my question, will the Saints stay afloat without Alvin Kamara? I say, based on the first 3 games, yes, Titans. I think that's very winnable. You know what I'm saying? Because really, to be honest, man, I'm looking at the quarterback position in all these teams. I'm looking at the quarterback position. If you're lacking in that position, I'm giving you maybe 500, depending on the coaches and the defense. You know what I'm saying? If you got great coaching, you got a good defense, you can get 500, maybe a game or 2. But if you are not solid at the quarterback position, then you're not going far above 500. You're going to be a 500 team or less without the right QB. And they got issues in Tennessee. Okay, you got Ryan Tannehill. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, he's never been considered, you know, even though they had a run in the playoffs, but you know, when you think about that team, you don't think about the quarterback, you think about their running back. You think about Derrick Henry. When you think about their offense, like he has been their offense for the last couple seasons, like three since he been with the Titans. He been their offense. So you don't think about the quarterback position when you think about the Titans. Now, the year when they did go on the playoff run, Ryan Tannehill, he was playing great. He was injured a little bit last year, so they had Malik Willis come in. They had another quarterback come in for them, okay, to take the place of Ryan Tannehill. So they got question marks, big question marks there at their position. So if you got those question marks, you're not going too far above 500. I promise you that. So they got issues. So you got the Titans. Okay, you got the Packers, like in the first three games. Saints got the Titans, they got the Packers, and they got who else they got? You got the Titans and the Packers, and then they got the Panthers. Okay, so when they so you could see them going 2-1 in that scenario without Kamara. Then when Kamara come back, you can see him going on the run. You see what I'm saying? So if they can make it out 2-1 in those first three games, I think, you know, that's a good sign for the Saints. Like, they're going to miss him, but he gets to come back in time. They can go on a run. I just heard some people on NFL Live. They was talking Damian Woody and some of the people on NFL Live. They was talking about the Carolina Panthers, and the Carolina Panthers, they made some moves. They got that, like, they defense should be pretty legit. They just announced that Bryce Young going to be starting week 1 preseason in the season opener. In the preseason season opener, Bryce Young will get the start, and rightfully so. He should start. He should get out there and get some, at least. I say, man, these rookie quarterbacks with the contract that they was able to get, man, the money that they getting, man, being first pick, second pick, fourth pick with Anthony Richardson, these guys need to come out right away and try to get acclimated into the offense. I don't know what the situation going to be as far as the preseason in Indianapolis. I don't know if they're going to start Anthony Richardson there. You know, because I don't know if he's going to even start the regular season. But with the money, with the check he's going to start at some point this season. So I don't know. We're going to see what the coach going to do on the opening preseason. But what I'm saying, man, the Saints should be straight. They should be fine. They should be fine. And speaking of the Saints, we're going to go from there to their former head coach, Sean Payton, just teamed up with Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos. And Coach Payton, he's saying he playing his starters in the preseason game, including quarterback Russell Wilson. Is this a bad sign that Wilson is playing in the preseason, especially in the first preseason game? A lot of the veteran quarterbacks, because we saw in the Hall of Fame game, Deshaun Watson didn't dress out. A-Rod didn't dress out, so they didn't play in that first game. But here Sean Payton is coming, and he's saying Russell Wilson will be playing in that first preseason game. So what does that say about Denver Broncos? Is this a bad sign? I'm going to tell you straight up, no, it's not a bad sign. It's a great sign. It's what they should be doing. It's what Russell Wilson should be, especially coming out the season that he had last year. Abysmal. Man, I'm expecting Russell Wilson to come out and be Russell Wilson. He disappointed everybody. Man, I picked Denver, man, to win so many games and so many matchups when you think about on paper how you think, okay, they going to cover these spreads. They going to cover it. Man, they was abysmal. Russell Wilson, no. After last season, yes, he has to come out. He has to be to get as many reps as he can, you know what I'm saying, to get comfortable with the offense, get comfortable with the play calling from Sean Payton, and so they can all get on one page. And once that happens, I think Denver, I think Sean Payton can get them on pace. You know what he was able to do with Drew Brees. I think Drew, Russell, that kind of got a lot of similarities there. You know what I'm saying? It got a lot of similarities. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see. We're going to see what Coach Sean Payton able to do with the Denver Broncos. We're going to talk about since we talked about the Carolina Panthers, let's break this down. Let's talk about some of these rookie quarterbacks that came in. Let's talk about Bryce Young, the Carolina Panthers. He's going to start in the season opener against the Jets. That was just announced today. Number 1 overall pick from Alabama, Heisman Trophy winner. Alabama. What do we think about Carolina's quarterback? What do we think about Bryce Young? What do we think about Bryce Young? I will say this. Looking at Bryce Young in the Carolina Panthers uniform, he does not look like a very big guy. He kind of puts me in the mind of a Kyler Murray. That's how he looks in stature. That's how, to me. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't seem to bother the Carolina Panthers, and it shouldn't. If he can spin the ball, if he can play, he can play. And I am glad, man, that the league and that everybody now is began to come off of this notion that you have to be this giant to be playing at the quarterback position. Because I'm a firm believer of if you can play, you can play. I don't care about the numbers. I don't care about like the attributes and the whole he's this. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A lot of times, man, a lot of people, they look at what goes on, and I hear them talking about Jordan Love out there in Green Bay, and about how many picks he been throwing in practice. They talk about Garoppolo. Oh, he's turning the ball over in practice. But you got to understand, when you're in practice, you're going against the defense. They know what you're doing. You're going against your own team. You're going to turn the ball over in practice. They know what you're doing. But what I'm saying, though, is practice players and game players is two different things. Man, you can be a player, and I've seen it. You can go out there and you can do everything right in practice, be a dog. Be a dog in practice. Like you look good. You a cornerback. You got the back pedals. Like you make it look so smooth. You know what I'm saying? You're a receiver. You breaking. You coming out them breaks in practice. But on them, when them lights come on, you're a different player. You're not doing that. You're not the same. And then on the flip side, I seen guys in practice. They don't look like they engaged. They not really just. And they almost like they going through the motions, boom, 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 boom. But when them lights come on and it's game time, them boys show up. So you got two different type of players. And the coaches have to recognize that. These scouts have to recognize the difference between the two. You know what I'm saying? And that goes the same thing, man, when you talk about size. When you talk about size at the quarterback position. You could be tall as zone or what, but you can't ball. You could be tall, but you can't ball. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, and I'm glad it came out there. So what we think about Bryce Young, He's the number 1 overall pick. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you right now, he's going to be a good player for the Carolina Panthers. He going to ball. We just got to see, how, what their offense is going to look like. You know what I'm saying? They had such a bad season last year. Obviously, they had the number 1 pick. So we're going to see. After that, we're going to talk about the second round. The second pick of that draft. Okay. Ohio State, CJ Stroud. What we going to think about him? He's number 2 overall pick. And he's going to get the start in their opener against the Patriots. And like I said, man, these guys are young. They need these reps. You know what I'm saying? They need these reps in the preseason so they can get familiar, with, the playbook, get familiar with the plays, get familiar with the personnel, get familiar with the formation. They need all these reps. So when the preseason comes, these guys will be up to par. Now, I'm not saying you go out there and you play them the whole first half and all that. No, they come out and play a couple, 2-3 series. You know what I'm saying? In the first opener, couple 2-3 series. You know what I'm saying? We're going through the playbook, getting them some live action. You know what I'm saying? And work them in. The next preseason game, you play 4 or 5 series. You know what I'm saying? Depending on if they're going 3 and out or not. If they're going 3 and out, you might have to give them a couple more reps. You know what I'm saying? But you got to get them boys acclimated, get them understanding the offense and understanding what's going on. And then we have Anthony Richardson, 4th overall pick for the Indianapolis Colts out of Florida, SEC. What do we think about Anthony Richardson, which was a shocker to me? With the Colts moving up, they got him early, 4th overall. I was shocked. I did not believe that he would have been picked so high in that draft. The boy got an arm. Unlike Bryce Young, he does not have an issue with the side. Like, that's not a question for him. You know what I mean? Got a big arm. So he got that arm talent. Can throw it a mile, can throw it a bunch. So we're going to see how that plays out with that quarterback situation over in Indianapolis. What's going to hurt Anthony Richardson is the fact that his running back, is having a bit of a contract situation right now. Jonathan Taylor, one of the top running backs in the game, is the 18th highest paid running back in the league right now. And he's trying to work out a deal with the Colts. So we got to see how that works out for them. And that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt Anthony Richardson. His safety valves got not there. Obviously, he needs all the help he can get. A rookie coming in, you want to feel comfortable. And if you got your guys in there with you, you're gonna feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make you more comfortable, I should say. Back to CJ Stroud for a moment. Because CJ Stroud, I mean, he has an issue over there in Texas with the Texans in Houston. The issue with CJ Stroud is camp has started, right? And you have injuries, of course, but these are 2 key bodies that went down that he needs in front of him to help protect him. And so for CJ, it means to me, and it says to me, with his right tackle, Titus Howard is out for 4 to 6 weeks. So he got 4 to 6 weeks. His right tackle is going to be out. Well, I will say this. The right tackle is better than your blind side. But he's out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken hand. Also, his center, Scott Quisenberry, is out. He's going to be out for the year. ACL, MCL. He tore it last week. Oh, man. Thoughts and our prayers go to this guy, the center for the Houston Texans. ACL, MCL, out for the year. And also the center for the rookie quarterback, CJ Stroud. So he's playing up against it right now. He's going to be playing up against it. He's going to be playing up against it. So for me, my question that I had was, who's going to have the best season in the NFL? Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, or Anthony Richardson? I'm going to be honest with you right now. With those two offensive linemen down for Houston Texans, I just have to say CJ Stroud is not going to have a good year. If he does, man, it would be shocking. I'm gonna say he struggled, especially until that right tackle come back in 4 to 6 weeks. Which 4 to 6 weeks, you're looking at 5 weeks left before the season, so he could possibly be back week 1. We'll see. But if not, man, we're gonna see CJ. And then, like I said, if he's out 6 weeks, he has to, get back, get his conditioning back up, you know what I'm saying, and get back acclimated. So you're gonna be looking at, without his right tackle, up to full form, at least to week 2 or 3. And then on the other hand, you got Anthony Richardson. The only issue I think is the running back, Jonathan Taylor. The league has already spoken on the running back position. They are expendable. So I'm pretty sure they got a qualified rookie in there somewhere that's probably making close to what Jonathan Taylor is making already. So, we'll see. Bryce Young. So for me, based on the information that I got right now, me projecting, looking forward, I say that Bryce Young will probably have the better season out of the 3. That's just my opinion right now, looking at everything that's going down. So, but we will see. Another thing we'll bring out, guys, we're going to bring out some more topics. I got to talk about this right here. I know y'all seen this brawl on the Riverboat Brawl in Montgomery, Alabama. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is going on? First of all, like, man, when the girl, like the first video I saw, the female had posted it, whoever she was there, I guess, on the pier or whatever. And it was so funny, man. It was so funny. And the dude jumped in the water and was swimming over to the action. Like, he wanted to get in, like, bro, what is going on? And these white folk, they out here like, I just don't get it. And then when I saw somebody had posted how it all started, and I'm watching this shit like, bro, how the fuck you just, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? White folks steady going back and forth arguing with this man. That man done told him to move that shit out the goddamn way. They sitting there arguing with this man. He trying to do his job. He's trying to do his job. Move the shit out the way, man. God damn. Then you try to put your hands on old boy. Which old boy, like he was really finna get him. Cause he wasn't really trying to throw no punch. He was trying to get them hands on him. He put them hands around that boy's neck, man. And he was finna start, you know what I'm saying, getting some work in. But then the other white boy, he come through and like, boom, he just dove in that mug on top of him. So then they was just beating on the dude. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, how the fuck, bro? What made them think that shit was going to ride like that? That shit was crazy. So then another dude, he showed up. He was like, hold on. He wasn't even really trying to fight. He just showed up. He was moving him out the way. But they were steady moving him out the way. They were saying, bam, bam. Hitting the dude. He was on the ground. It was just a mess, man. Then this dude, he was trying to help because it was like seven white dudes on one. Then the white lady, she was in there. So then this dude, you could see him, he was swimming. He jumped off the boat that was trying to dock, the boat that actually was trying to get them out the way. So they could dock the boat. And he jumped in, was swimming. He got out, dried himself off a little bit. He was kind of peeping the game. See what shit. Next thing I know, that nigga, he was on some motherfuckers' ass, boy. And then I guess it had broke out again in another spot. This one guy, he was like, he had went crazy with the chair. He was bam, bam. Then he hit the lady upside. Like, bro, that shit was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I ain't seen nothing like it in a good little while. And now the internet was just gone crazy. Talking about it. Oh, like black folks saying, like it was a proud moment or so. It was like, bro, like it was some shit that was, I don't know. But obviously race had to play a part in it because, you know, you had the white dudes jumping the black dude. I'm trying to understand. Okay, would they have did that if there was a white security guard? I doubt it. I doubt that. Or a white worker or whatever he was. I don't know if he was a security guard. But if they would have did that, I don't know. On the flip side, you know what I'm saying? I guess, you know what I'm saying, the dudes was feeling some type of way, cause like, bro, you jumping on that dude, you know, it's a bunch of y'all, so okay, nah, we gonna, and I feel that, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, man. Y'all doing too much. So the weekend was filled with a lot of entertaining, a lot of entertainment. Then I be looking at comments and shit. That motherfucker, like, somebody said December 16th, 1773, Boston Tea Party. August 5th, 2023, Alabama Sweet Tea Party. What the fuck? Like, man, these people, people are funny. Funny as hell, bro. Funny as hell. So now they trying to say that. So now they trying to say that the white people that was involved in the brawl, they trying to say that they were Selma Vassar's mini mart owners. They the ones that started it all. And now they telling people to stop spending their money with them. Say they deleted their business Facebook page. and go to Google and leave a review. Yeah. And they was out there. So I don't know. I don't know. All I know, bro, is them folk got their ass. boy, they was old Nate ass. Do you hear me? So it just yep, they was on their ass, bro. Training camp started. Well, fall camp started for a lot of people in the area and across the whole country, really, man. Everybody. My son, they training camp started today. Well, no. Fall camp started last week. They actually put pads on today, and they was out there getting it in. So I saw a little film today. Saw my nephew out there as well, man. Today, shout out my nephew Quentin Beeman out there. Butte College Road Runners. My son Marcus Beeman. QB1, of course. Y'all know what time it is. It's coming. It's coming. Be on the lookout. Last Sunday. Let me go to it here. See if I can pull it up. Sunday. They had the back to school. They was giving away school supplies, book bags, Tulu, and some of the people over there in Philadelphia. My son and them, they was able to attend that. Handing out school supplies to the field. Preseason, SEC, all SEC preseason. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. So we out here. We out here in the building. Shout out to the Mississippi Dogs 7-on-7. Handling their business out there, giving these kids opportunity to continue to work on their craft. 7-on-7 traveling team. I see Ethan. Ethan made the team. Congratulations, you a dog. My son Yamir made the team. Congratulations, you a dog. I ain't got to see who all the other kids that made it. So shout out to Mississippi Dogs. Absolutely, I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. Looks like, now I don't know if this is true or not. I don't know. But it looks like Richard Sherman will be joining Undisputed with Skip Bayless. Sherman will continue his current role with Amazon on Thursday Night Football. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? I remember back in the day, man, Richard Sherman, when he was with the Seahawks, he went on ESPN from a remote location, and he was talking to Skip Bayless, and them boy had a nice little on-air altercation. And I think this was Sherm, he's a Stanford grad, you know what I'm saying? So I know but I think he got too emotional. His head got too hot, and it was hard for him to articulate what he wanted to say. So he was just snapping. I'm like, oh shit. This boy gone. And it was a real cringy moment, man. If y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was crazy. But what do y'all think about it? Richard Sherman, undisputed, Skip Bayless. Is that a win for Skip or is that an L for Skip and undisputed? A win or a loss? Richard Sherman, the new replacement for Shannon Sharp on undisputed. Which I tell you what, now people been sitting back trying to speculate, trying to figure out who was gonna be that replacement. I don't know who came up with Sherman. I don't know if anybody even thought that it would be Richard Sherman. I don't remember hearing anybody, even suggest Richard Sherman. And it was probably because of that altercation, because I heard people say Shady McCoy. I heard people say this one and that one, like, bruh. I don't know. But we shall see. I know a lot of people gonna be waiting to see that first show, that first episode to kind of see what the chemistry gonna be. And it's not gonna be good at first. It's probably gonna be rough at first. Probably like how I am right now. You know what I'm saying? I did a few episodes, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be rough because you're trying to figure out how you're going to, you know what I'm saying, deliver your content. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna be rough at first. Cause I remember when Shannon first came on, you know what I'm saying, which it was, he was decent, like always, like cause he came from I think when he came from CBS doing this the Sunday show. Doing the NFL season. I think it was CBS. Which he was good. You know what I'm saying? And so when he came over, he was good, but he wasn't, he grew into what he became, you know what I'm saying, over time throughout the show. And he even kind of transcended what Skip was doing. Like Shannon can't, and right now, he been sitting back. Like, we don't know where he's gonna wind up. So I guess everybody's just sitting back. They just taking their vacation time, waiting for the NFL to kind of crank up. And then I guess everybody's just gonna pop out at one time, and then they're gonna compete for that spot, for that slot. Like who the best? Aside from that, man, I saw some stuff too, man, on ESPN and on the fight side. What I went to ESPN because I didn't watch the fight, but I went back on YouTube and I watched the highlights after the fight, and that was that Jake Paul and Diaz fight. And I'm like, man, I just don't know, man. I'm beginning to think that this boxing and this shit is like, it's all a money grab, bro, and it's all staged. It's to me, because I'm watching it and I'm thinking like, I really think Diaz could have beat. Like, he wasn't even really. At first, when he got dazed, I thought that was real. I thought that was real. And sometimes I think that these dudes will get these boys in these fights because they're not really boxers. And then they'll change the script on them. And so he tagged them. Boom! Thought that was going to be the end of it. But shit, Diaz came back and was like, nah. But then Diaz was like, nah, I'm not going to knock him out. It's like he wasn't really throwing hard punches. Like, I think he could have knocked him out because he was, you know what I'm saying? And he went the distance. And then the way the judge scored it, you know what I'm saying? They scored it like 8 rounds to 2. And I'm like, I don't know. I think it was closer than that. So, I don't know. Them fights seem to be like they staged to me. Think it seemed like it's staged. Never, bro. Mm.